Welcome back, everybody. We are covering 20 key activities to guarantee successful employee onboarding. We covered the other videos, obviously, and I will leave a link to the playlist where you can click on, and after this video is over, you can go back and listen to the prior videos or the future ones if you're catching this in the middle, and all of them have been published. Before we get started, hit the subscribe button, click the thumbs up, and click the alert button so you're notified of future content that's provided by this channel. And then also, if you know of anybody that might benefit from listening to this video series, feel free to share that playlist link with them, which again, you can find in the description of this video. We're on number 8 and number 7 for this video. Provide a detailed org chart and list of relevant stakeholders. So this is something, again, that a lot of times doesn't get updated, right? There's a lot of employee movement, and maybe that's taking care of your vertical in terms of that. But there should be a shared document for the director level on down at the very minimum that gets updated. Maybe the admin isn't responsible for this, but you should take it upon yourself to at least have, to the best of your knowledge, a detailed org chart so that when you provide that new hire instructions to contact somebody or to run with a certain task, they at least have an idea of who is reporting to who, or if you bring up a name that isn't necessarily appropriate to ask who that is in the course of a meeting, in those first couple of weeks, they at least have this at their fingertips where they can look this up or look it up in Outlook, based on the organization. You can do a lot of digging yourself there, but at least they have a starting point in terms of who that person is by, referencing the org chart. Also provide a list of relevant stakeholders if it's an ongoing team and you're working with other teams, so that they know who the people are on the various teams, the names of the teams. And again, there's all the acronyms that every individual company has, and there's so many leveraged acronyms that across most organizations that have nothing to do with each other. Maybe in IT there's certain things that are fairly similar, or in project management, but a lot of times there's some run on acronyms out there that are their own sentences in themselves and make zero sense. But anyway, have that list of relevant stakeholders for the employee to refer to, as well as a detailed org chart. It just makes life easier and puts them a little bit more at ease, so that they feel more comfortable in terms of doing the digging and research themselves, if something comes up like that. Number 7, provide employee login credentials on day one. Listen, this is something that I've seen this and I've experienced it myself, where I've started at a new job and the credentials haven't even been ordered or processed. And so I'm sitting there, I can't even do my e-learning, the requirements and things like that have to be done. I can't do anything because I'm sitting there and I don't have the credentials I need. This has happened on more than one occasion. And I think everybody knows that it's happening. I'm not poking eyes, but again, as the hiring manager, this should be on that checklist of things you have to do to make sure that employee has a great day one and a great onboarding. Own it. If you want to, again, retain people, and you're never going to have a second chance to make a first impression. I keep saying this and stressing this throughout all these videos, but it's true. And again, when push comes to shove, if the employee runs through a tough time, they're going to remember this first day in the onboarding experience, and they're going to either think, this is great, this is not normal, not what I expect of this leader or of this team, or they're going to think, should have known from day one. You have the ability to shape how that employee feels, what that experience looks like. And one of the simplest things you can do is get ahead of your game and make sure that the employee login credentials are provided on day one, and that so this is something you can own. This is something you can do. This is something that's very small. None of these things are difficult, but make a world of impact in a positive way if you can address these. So we're going to go ahead and we're going to end this video series here. Again, do me a favor, hit the thumbs up, hit the subscribe button, hit the alert button so that you can be notified of future content that comes out on this channel. And if you know of anybody that could benefit from listening to this video series, click on the playlist, in the description, and then share that link with them as well. And we're going to end this, and we'll talk to you at the next video where we cover number 6 and number 5.